And welcome back. Ahmed Badrawy is here with us right now, and he is, I could say, he's a fitness expert for sure because he has one heck of a story that you are going to be blown away by. Welcome. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Now looking at you right now, you'd never think in a million years that you had a weight issue. You were quite heavier, let's say, and throughout the last bunch of years, you have taken this weight off. Can we start by saying how much you weighed at one point?
Well, my maximum was 355 pounds or 160 kilograms.
Yeah.
That was the prime of my weight. I was shorter than I am right now, so it was even worse. As I lost the weight, I grew taller. The weight was it was an issue for me. I had a lot of issues moving around, going upstairs, coming down. There was a point in my life where I was on a wheelchair just
Really?
because I was too lazy to go up the stairs to go to school. So I made up an excuse that I had knee issues. So I got a wheelchair from the school to take the elevator up instead of using the stairs.
Okay.
So it was pretty hectic.
Okay, now we need to talk about the age as well. You were 16 at this point.
Yeah, that was the max.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're 20 years of age.
Yeah.
So at what point did you finally say to yourself, this needs to change? I obviously everything is suffering. Probably your personal life, your schoolwork, your health. Why did you say to yourself, this has to stop?
Honestly, it was the point where I was on the wheelchair and I looked around and I felt like I was just a failure in everything. Because when it gets to a point where your physical body cannot handle the stress that you're putting on it and you're literally mentally and physically breaking down every day just because you can't move around properly, that's where it hits you and you're like, you need to wake up right now. You need to change your life, make it better, make it productive.
Okay, so how did you change?
I started off by getting a membership at Gold's Gym back home in Egypt. I was set up with a trainer that I was recommended. He put me on my foundation. So at the gym, he would tell me what to do, how to eat properly, how to train properly. So I followed him for around 3 months. And then after that, I just was self-taught and I just went on by my own, focusing on myself and just keeping consistency at the weight loss. Because my goal was to lose all the weight by the time I was here in Canada and entering university, just so I can have a normal life and completely change my high school.
Okay, so did you reach that goal?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. So how much weight did you lose?
In total, it was 155 pounds.
Which is, I don't even know what to say, right? You think about what word to, because obviously you didn't do this in a very long period of time either.
No, it was within a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to see results? Was it a tough beginning? Was it a challenge?
Yeah, because in the beginning you always see yourself the same person, the same weight. Even if the scale is changing, you look at yourself in the mirror and you still feel that you're overweight.
Okay.
The only time where you feel satisfied is where your clothes start fitting differently, and when you can buy new clothes and get more fits. And people actually notice it and just keep complimenting you and telling you to go on.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it was rough.
I'm very intrigued by this. I almost don't believe you. If I didn't look at the video, which is getting tons of views on YouTube right now, I wouldn't even believe that was you. So you must get that all the time from friends and family from the past.
Yeah, whenever I'm working out and someone just comes up and is asking me for something to spot him or anything, and we're having a conversation. He's asking me where I was and how I am now. And then when I show them the picture from before, they just look at me amazed and just don't believe what they're seeing.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people can really correlate with that, seeing a person with no neck, no body, just like a ball, basically.
Wow.
And then looking at someone who right now is just physically fit, mentally and health, in all ways.
So what are you doing every day to make sure that this never happens again?
I keep my mindset just consistent on the fact that if I ever do go back to where I was, which will never happen, that'll put me in a state of depression. But I always wake up in the morning, put on music, do my cardio, and that's how I start my day.
Yeah.
And as soon as I do that, my productivity just keeps escalating into higher and higher. It just keeps escalating. Yeah.
Because exercise, so I run, to me, when I go running, number one, it's your alone time. It's your personal time to reflect, but to me, it changes every aspect of your life. you feel better, healthier, you feel better looking, you feel like more productive in your mind. So obviously these things are all firing within you when you start your workout in the middle or in the morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah, after I finish my morning cardio, it's just a boost of energy.
Yeah.
People usually think that after you're done your cardio, you're going to be all tired and slouchy, but it actually makes you more productive.
Oh, you feel great after.
Yeah, and you feel lighter, you feel happier, your endorphins in your brain just increase. Everything is just great.
Let's see, you actually brought some old clothes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. Well, most of my old clothes are back in Egypt, but I did
Yeah.
bring
Okay.
like one of my old shirts that I used to wear
That's
in
something.
public.
Wow.
Because not a lot of
So
things
maybe
could
we could
fit
just
me.
hold that up to camera 2 here a little, and awesome.
Yeah.
There we go. So that's inspirational. It's incredible. So obviously, we've only got about 30 seconds left, but your whole role right now for making this video, it's not just about keeping the weight off for yourself, but you want to inspire others.
Yeah, so my primary plan was to aim at high schoolers, university students, people who are still at the beginning of gaining weight and having overweight issues. I want to influence them specifically to change their lives, because the sooner you do it, the better it is. And if you do it sooner, you'll feel way better when you're in your 20s. You want to live your young adult life just
Of course.
happy, right?
Can I ask you now, no problem with the ladies?
No, they don't even suspect.
So a handsome young man, no problem with the lady. Look at those muscles. Look at this big flex. Look at that guy. Makes me feel terrible about myself. Thank you so much, Ahmed.
Thank you.
Inspirational. And of course, if you want more information on this, all you have to do is check out on YouTube, Instagram as well, Pharoah Fitness.